88 Films has been on a fantastic streak of releasing Jackie Chan movies, and one that I remember fondly from my childhood, and one that I'm eager to delve back into was Armour of the Gods 2 Operation Condor. Look at that artwork, isn't it just fantastic? This was one of two movies that really stuck in my head that I discovered early on from Jackie Chan. The other one being Battle Creek Brawl, which I've heard not great things about, and I'm a little bit reluctant to go back and to revisit. But as soon as Operation Condor landed through my door, I threw it in the player and delved right back into this world of Asian Hawk, Condor, or just Jackie as we know it. And he's a kind of tech-savvy Indiana Jones. We see him in a starting scene going into this little island trying to get some jewels, and he never quite gets it. He kind of has that aspiring guy who can get there, get 99% of the job done. It just can't get that last little bit, and he gets called back because he's got a special mission, and it's one of my favourite missions in movies, my famous little tropes that I like. Nazi gold. They're in the hunt for Nazi gold here, and he has to gather a few people. There are people after certain evidence or devices that he has to access this hidden vault, and it's pretty much a globe-trotting chase sequence as Jackie and the two females that join him, a third later on, trek through Europe to Africa, where they start to get hunted down by these people, and Nazis and gold and action ensue. And this thing is rammed with action set pieces and comedic set pieces. Jackie Chan was definitely in a fun mode here in a lot of his sequences, but there's a little bit risky tone to some of them. In one of the fight sequences, he just whips a towel away from a girl to distract the attacker so that he can fight him. And I like about this one is Jackie gets his ass kicked a lot. He's not always on top. Usually there's multiple opponents fighting back at him, but there are standout action set pieces constantly throughout this one. There's fantastic chase sequences. This is one that is truly rammed with action, and I loved it. Unlike the last release of Heart of Dragons, where it felt a little bit struggling to go on and never had enough action for me, this one was absolutely rammed, and I loved it because of it. It's got startling photography as well that I didn't remember, but I loved sequences of it, particularly the part where he's fishing off his boat jeep, and it just pulls back to reveal that he's in the middle of what looks like a sea, just fishing haphazardly, enjoying his holiday. His reliance on gadgets is really quite fun as well, comes into play. There is that typical scene of Jackie trying to avoid being caught as he's surveilling somebody and kind of caught in a sticky situation. We get these constant bad guys that just keep turning up, and they almost seem effervescent. They're always there to get their ass kicked, thankfully. It's full of wonderful little side characters as well that just enlighten the piece. Doesn't matter if it fully makes sense. We get the Nazi at the end who literally turns from bad guy to good guy like that, but I didn't care. Then we get the hotel owner at the middle part of the movie, which is really just a funny character, offering both chocolates and condoms to his patrons and willing to just do anything if it's going to get him a buck, even selling a gun to a damsel in distress if it's going to help her. It has really a lot going on. The movie itself, the story, is rather redundant. It's just kind of hitting the plot points. You know where it's going, and it's not the story that's going to bring me back to this tale. It is the constant and odd, jaw-dropping action that you see happening on screen. It is wonderfully choreographed. There is this awesome chase sequence at the start where Jackie is on a bike and he's been chased through this town, and there is destruction and carnage and just wonderful stunts as he's riding over cars and then off a dock, flying onto a crane and hanging onto a big net that's hanging from it. Wonderful stunt, and you know a good stunt when the filmmakers go, you know what, I'm going to replay that, play it again for you, because it's just so fantastic. I literally had my jaw on the floor watching this. I thought it was perfect. It's one of those Jackie Chan movies that's just smile inducing, and you barely get a chance to breathe while watching it. It's just action after action after action, and it's wonderful for that. And it's not just typical action set pieces either. It's Jackie doing his kind of thing that he does, his shtick, but it's perfected here. You know, nothing seems simple. Everything seems minusculely marked down to what he wants and achieves in this. And some of the physical feats are just, you're like, how many takes, how much effort would it have done to do that when there was a simpler way to do it? I appreciate that extra effort going into the movie. Operation Condor lived up to my expectations. I loved it. I can't wait for the next Jackie Chan movie, to be fair. I'd love to know your thoughts on this movie. Where you think it lands in his filmography, I'd be really curious about as well. And let me know what you think of the surrounding movies that come with this as well. Armour of God 1 and 3. I'd love to know your opinion of them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.